that this truth, that we're not alone, we've never been alone, that we are intimately involved in this interrelationship. We are family with them. And yes, we are in a zoo, and they are, in a degree, to an extent, are zookeepers. Now, you don't share that with everybody out there. I learned years ago, before I retired in '76, the government knew not only everything the shape study had in 64, the government knew all of that and more years and years before. They just were not sharing it with anybody. We were confronting and dealing with intelligences from other planets, other star systems, other galaxies, and some of the contacts we've had have been intelligence from other dimensions. And I'm all fascinated by the work of Michio Kaku, this brilliant scientist in New York area. And I think their latest conclusion is that they concluded there are at least 11 different dimensions. And I've always said that death, when we die, the soul, which I believe is an immortal living creature in itself, simply goes over to the next dimension, which we look upon as death. Well, it isn't death, it's just a higher form of life.
2012, have you been told, either by your military contacts, people in the deep black secret government, and or by your alien contacts, anything about that period of time?
It isn't the end of anything. Mm-hmm. It's the beginning. My conclusion is, and I have not been given blah, 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 you know, this is what's going to happen. I've concluded that it involves probably major contact. I mean major. If you think the Phoenix Lights, which I'm sure you're familiar with,
sure.
You're familiar with the Hudson Valley incident some years back, mm-hmm. which makes the Phoenix Lights look like nothing, as I said, small potatoes. I think that these exposures, these flyovers, are going to probably gently continue to increase, and I think in 2012 somehow, I think it's major contact. I think we're going to have it whether we like it, whether we're ready for it or not. I think that by that time we will be so close to destroying ourselves with a thermonuclear exchange that they're going to step into the zoo and put the orangutans over here and the baboons over here and the chimps over here, and they're going to say, now look, these are some facts, guys. It's time to wake up, time to grow up. This is what Robert Heinlein called graduation day. Our astronomers tell us that we're moving this little tiny solar system and all of its little pathetic little planets, even beautiful Jupiter, we're all moving in a form in the galaxy. We're on the edge and we're shipping and shifting, and we're reaching a point where we're going to be aligned somehow with the center of the galaxy. Now,
to create things, to manifest things. The Andromedans are heavily use holographics. Whatever they need, they create holographically. It is physically there, but when they're done with it, they turn off the switch and it's gone. It doesn't just sit there. The other thing that amazes them is they're also amazed at how easily we can allow our own kind to starve, to go homeless, and to kill each other. They do not understand that at all. Okay, and destroy our environment. One experience, actually I'll give you two experiences. One experience was with Visayas. I had just come up on board, and I was being led into a room, and Visayas had been watching a television transmission from Chicago. And policemen had just shot a black man that was running away. And then the policeman apparently ran over and tried to save his life. Okay? Theseus turns to me and he says, I don't understand your race. I don't understand why one would try to take his life and then the next minute try to save it. I didn't have an answer. In fact, many times I don't have an answer. Okay, this is our solar system. There is life in all of these systems surrounding us. They have been coming here for years. For years they've been coming here. There's more truth that the aliens are out there than they aren't. They just don't want you to know because they don't want you to know who you are. Because the minute we wake up, the game's over. They cannot control us. Okay, here's Earth. If we could just get a focus, thanks, honey. This is what's left of Maldek. You know the series of planets. The moon is not the only artificial. There are 9 artificial moons in our solar system, and I will share with you later what those are. Maybe it doesn't. Okay. This is the traditional picture that we see of Earth. We got an awesome home, folks. It's one of the nicest ones around. But there are some things about our planet that have been withheld from us. For example, our Earth is, in fact, hollow. It is hollow. The next slide, I'm going to show you a NASA photograph that proves that there's an opening at the wind. Right there. This was taken in 1979. Okay, our moon. Our moon is quite the enigma. Apparently our moon was brought here 11,213 years ago. It came here as a base, okay, as a ship carrying ETs. They were coming here to colonize. They did in fact colonize. In fact, many of what's left of them are living underground in our planet from 100 miles to 200 miles beneath the surface. Now, I've gotten a lot of crap for talking about this, but I'm just not going to shut up. The beings that brought this satellite here to our planet in the last 25 years are responsible for over 31,000 children disappearing from the surface. And I don't know if you're paying attention, but over 100,000 children a year are vanishing from the face of the earth. And folks, they're being taken out of here. And the governments know. The world governments know. All right, and we're going to cover that.